Hello everyone. My name is Raja Kumar Yadav. I am currently pursuing BTech in Computer Science Engineering from Sandeep University in Nasik. Currently, this time I am in third year.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So actually, this class be a very important. Okay, as per what I heard out from your end. Okay, so actually, where I am working, so mostly the organizations are aggressive to adopting AI. Okay, so what are the uh, engineering course are there that we have to learn from scratch, right? Because the course of the data engineering will be a fundamental for the using AI and ML and other things, right? Other advanced things which our organization is looking for. Okay. And what about Sai? Is I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah.
So you are calling me myself?
Yeah, you have explained yourself or
Yeah, I did, right?
okay, thanks. No problem.
Mhm.
Okay, sorry. So let me share my screen. Okay. Because this is the first class and so as you know, like data engineering and is attached with a different uh, that cloud, right? Cloud vendors, we can say, because the data engineering was started from the on premises, right? System. Okay. So data engineering not any limited space where we can open and learn, right? And become a data engineer. So data engineering course will start from your traditional systems, okay? Because data engineering uh, will work on a data, right? Because earlier we had a traditional system, okay? Traditional system in the sense we used only RDBMS, right? We for storing the data. We used to Excel, right? We used to Oracle, we used to flat files, right? So as per the the revolution of the software, right? Data has also increased day by day. As you know, many people you interacted a lot of uh, apps, right? Lot of applications, lot of website, okay, lot of so if you are using these applications, they generate lot of data on a daily basis, right? So for managing these increasing data on a daily life, right? Companies are or organizations are more concerned about to managing the data, right? To get insight and which help uh, to make a great organization, right? Why organizations are hiring data engineer if you will think, right? Because you will give the insight to them to implement new things in our organization, right? In a business, you can say, right? You will give some insight so they can take action accordingly, right? So I'm just giving the glimpse on a data engineering role, right? First of all, we have to understand what is data engineering, right? So that's why I'm giving the background on it. Okay. So let me share my screen actually. Okay. So I prepared one PPT. Are you able to see my screen, guys?
Yeah, your screen is visible.
Okay. So this PPT only uh, concentrating on the AWS. Okay. But before AWS, uh, we have to acknowledge on top of the data side, right? Because the data, if you learn that what type of data is available, right? From where it is generating, right? If you are clear on top of the data, then you will be able to understand the data engineering. Okay. And if we are talking about this uh, AWS and Azure and GCP, okay, so these are the medium, right? So first of all, we have to understand the data, right? So as I have explained that data is enormously increasing, right? The challenge of the organizations, every organization is to manage these increasing data on a daily basis, right? So this is the challenge in front of each organizations. That's why they are looking brilliant mind, okay, to managing the data, and they also using because in every 10 year in a IT industry some new things came, right? So it was started from the uh, data developer, right? So data developer, you can say developer, right? So as you heard about data developer means they are writing, they are querying, they using only SQL, right? They using only Oracle, they are experiencing Excel, right? Excel. And that time it was sufficient. Earlier 1990, right? 2000, right? It was sufficient to managing the bank data, to managing your simple uh, uh, application, right? Simple things was there, right? After that, this once the technology revolution, right? The mobile came, right? So mobile came, mobile use many applications. You use many applications, you use to Instagram, you use to Facebook, you use to Netflix, many more application you are using on a daily basis, Blinken, Japto, whatever, right? So they have a lot of data. They used to they generate lot of data, right? So here the data become vast. Data become vast. What become data, right? And not it is become. It has a variety. Okay. It's also have a variety. Just a minute. So are you guys with me till now? Hello. Is I'm audible, guys?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
you're
audible.
clear.
Okay, so you are with me, right?
Yeah.
So when we are talking about the big data, means data vast. So it become now big data. It's now become big data, right? So as per the standard which have given the definition like big giant like IBM, like other Google, right? They rectified what is they also giving the definition of the big data. What kind of data is big data if I'm talking about from you? What are you thinking about? Hello? Is there anyone with me understanding what is the big data? Hello? Is I'm audible, guys? If you have any definition of
Yeah,
the
like
big data,
extremely large, complex collection of data might be.
right? So many like this is the definition of the IBM. Okay, when data have a three V's, right? Three V's stand on the volume, big volume, right? Volume or variety, right? And velocity, right? So these are the if any data have these three things, right? So that means that is big data. If you are talking about the volume uh, will be petabyte, zettabyte, right? Here the data will start petabyte, right? Petabyte. And if you are talking about the variety, so the data have a variety. Data have a variety. Variety means if you are talking about the data, so it have data type like structure data type, structure data type, or semi-structure, semi-structure, and non-structure means unstructured data. Unstructured data. Okay. So anyone know this type of data? Guys, can you help me with this if I'm talking about the structure type of data? So what type of it is? Where we are using? Okay, so I'm explaining if you are not about means if you are not aware. So structured data is a data which we have used in our traditional time, right? In a traditional system, we have managed, right? We used to table in a SQL server. We used to table in a Oracle. Okay, so table have a fixed structure, right? Table have fixed structure to maintain the data, right? Because when you are defining the table, you are defining the size of the table. You are defining the structure. You are defining the column name, and after that you are defining the structure, right? Structure means you are giving the size of the column. You are maintaining the data. So this type of data, is called structure. You are giving the structure to maintaining the data in our traditional system, right? Means we are storing the data in a SQL, storing the Oracle, right? So this is the structured data. And what is semi-structure, right? So semi-structured data is a data which is coming in a form of XML, right? So you heard about that XML data. So this type of semi-structure is XML data. Anyone use this type of data? XML.
No, sir.
So XML data mostly come in the form of this text data, right? So that XML data will come in a same structure, okay? And what is unstructured? So unstructured data means it will be your audio file, right? Audio file, your video file, right? Your text, right? Text data, your same structured data is also a log data, okay? This log data. So log means when you are logging any application, it will generate your sessions detail, right? So these are the all semi-structured data, and this type of data unstructured. So maintaining these two type of data, right? Semi-structured and unstructured data in our traditional system means SQL, Oracle, right? We can't uh, use this system, right? So that technology is also uh, developed, means for storing such type of data, we had a different uh, database developed or provided by different organizations, right? We used to if you heard about DynamoDB, right? If you heard about S3, okay, S3 bucket we are using. Anyone know that what is S3? It's a AWS data warehouse
Service.
system. Data warehouse system, right?
Mm.
So we used to for storing varieties or volume data, right? That the solutions is also developed, right? Like solutions means we have a different type of technologies to maintaining these complexity, right? We have AWS, right? We have AWS, we have GCP, right? We have Azure, if you heard about, right? We have Databricks, Databricks. Anyone know? And many others are also there, but these are the more famous, right? Solutions. So AWS, GCP, and Azure are more uh, useful. You can say that more adaptive cloud solutions, right? Adaptive means accepted by the organizations. Okay. But before these services, we have other traditional systems in a form in a name of Hadoop. If you heard about, right, Hadoop, anyone know? Hello, Spark, anyone know? Guys, is I'm audible?
Yeah, you're audible. So actually, I heard of Hadoop, but actually haven't looked completely into that. Those are the previous technologies in the olden days, right?
Right. So see, like when we are going any destination, right? We are started from here. You are already here. This is your place right now, right? But we we wanted to reach here. This is the place of the uh, new data engineering era. You can say data engineering era, right? Era
Yeah.
where we are able to using AWS, AWS, uh, GCP, Azure, and we can use AI, ML, right? So we are starting from here. Here have many phases, right? Okay. So if I'm directly putting you here, right? If I'm directly you all put here and you start here, right? So I don't think you will know what happened here, right? So if we'll go step by step, right, we will be able to tackle any kind of situation, right? So if we are start from here, right? So I just giving the very layman example. Okay, so you can grasp, at least you understand. Okay, before cloud we also use this because cloud, these are the all vendor. These are the all we call it vendor. AWS is a organizations, right, which is providing lot of services to managing the big data, AI, ML. GCP is the product of the Google. Okay, this is also providing the same set of services with a different name. Azure is the different vendor is providing by Microsoft, right? They also providing the all services with a different name. Okay, they are using the same fundamental, okay, which has already been used by Hadoop. Hadoop was the first technology which has managed big data. This is the fundamental, right? Because Hadoop is used to storing storing huge amount of data and processing huge amount of data. Processing huge amount of data. These two concept is founded by Hadoop. Okay, and the same things they are using. Okay, the fundamental here, you have to at least know what is this, what is compute, what is storage? Are you guys with me? Here we can say SQL. SQL, here we can say Oracle. Okay. These are the source. So every data have source. Every data have source. Source means the data was generated by customer if we are talking about the bank. So every data have source. This things you have to uh, understand. Every data have source, and the data will pass in a different uh, systems, right? And in some place we will store our final result. Okay, so this concept will also understand in our next classes, because we used to processing the data in a data lake, data house, right? Okay, now. So every data have a source. Like we are talking about the bank, we are talking about the any big institution, right? So somewhere data is generating. Like if we are talking about the bank, so if you are opening the account, your first detail will maintained by any basic interface, right? Got it now? Your detail will let's suppose if you will go bank, clerk will take your detail like name, address, mobile number, right? And it will be stored somewhere, like here. Okay. So if I am talking about the 10 years of SBI data, 10 years of SBI data, what do you think? How much data they had, SBI? Any idea? Any guess?
Maybe millions of data, users data.
Right. And they also use different databases, right? Means they use somewhere Oracle, they use somewhere SQL, right? Let's suppose they had a number of branches, right? In each branches they had a lot of transactions, right? So in a end of day, in a end of day, if they want how much data is open any particular, this is the our final destination, okay? When we are concluding our data. So this is our the final goal. Every engineer's life is is traversing from this path. Data will come from sources. Data will process with a different uh, system, right? Processing means compute. Okay. In the term of the data engineering, we call it processing means compute. Compute. Okay. Anyone know map reduce? What is map reduce? Any idea? Okay, no problem. Okay, so when this Hadoop was developed, okay, this Hadoop have a two component. One is store, and the second is compute. Compute means processing. If I'm talking about the processing, means if I want how many new account has opened in each location of the India, right? So the whole branches data will store first, then after we will run a query, any query, select a stick from the new account and the locations. So your data will process. After that, you will get the result. Okay, so for processing, we used to map reduce. Okay, so map reduce is the service inside the Hadoop. If we are talking about the AWS, we have EC2 instance, right? So these are the all concept. Maybe you are not getting this class, okay? But just I'm giving the overview, right, from where we will start, okay, and via different uh, like we used this SQL Server earlier, right? And after that, when these systems are unable to process the data, new tech came, right? New technology arrived, is called Hadoop. Okay. After that, Hadoop have some limitation. Then they developed these solutions, AWS, GCP. Okay. So maybe after 10 years, some new technology will arrive. No one know, right? Because technology every 10 year, uh, every 10 year, any new product and service came in a market, right? Okay, so you got it now. This simple uh, example I just wanted to give uh, before going to this slide, because this slide is only dedicated on top of AWS. Okay, but before AWS, I wanted to brief this fundamental concept of the data engineering. Okay, so any confusion, if you have any questions, any doubt, okay, so I'm pausing myself for a minute, okay, so we can um, discuss, right? If you are have any questions in a mind related to this, what I went through.
Sir, can you describe in future data about anything importance?
Yes, yes. So I have included in my this slide. Okay. So in a future, if we are completing this course, we will be able to work as a junior data engineer on top of your experience. Junior engineer means you have experience 2 year on a managing as a data, right? Means if you this profile will come on top of your experience and knowledge. So you would be able to work as a junior data engineer, AWS data engineer, big data engineer, analytic engineer, data architect, and now is AI data engineering. Okay. In AI, we will be understand MCP server. Nowadays, if you will know what is MCP server, if you will tell, I know
Or
MCP.
no, sir.
No, no, like I'm telling, like if you will say, let's suppose if you are going any interview,
Yes,
right?
sir.
And if you will tell, I am aware about the MCP server, what is CLAD, right? What is Open CLAD and MCP server and Bedrock, Bedrock, AWS Q. Okay, so these are the all AI framework, AI tools which are able to interact any kind of service. So these things will add uh, a point, will add a benefit of your any kind of interview. Means these are the must right now. And copilot, right? One is copilot is very copy copilot, right? You heard about this?
Yes, sir.
Uh, so these are the very important. Means any kind of interview. If you are not about how the AI will work, your interviews is zero. So these are the add-on, right? These are the add-on. So I'm not taking much time in this session. I just going through this slide. Okay, so it will be give the overview that how these are the this session will or this course will help you to grow your career. Okay, so here we are uh, will introduction the introduction of the data engineering with use of AWS, right? So data engineering I have explained. Hopefully you will be able to understand, right? So AWS is a service, okay, which will be help out to store your data, compute your data, or analyze your data, right? So AWS is a cloud platform which will provide different kind of services. Okay, what is data engineering? Okay, so data engineering, I went through, uh, right? So data engineering, nothing. The data engineering is is based on the managing, manipulating, or analyzing the data, right? Why AWS? Because AWS is widely accepted, right? What you will learn? So you will learn a lot of important, most useful AWS services like EC2, S3, Airflow, DynamoDB, Redshift. Lot of services is there. Okay. Career opportunity. Lot of career opportunity is there. all over the world because of the all prem non sorry the on-premises system is moving on a cloud. Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
Are you with me?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. So lot of opportunity. Without cloud, data engineering is nothing. Okay. So we have a competitive vendor as well. On top of AWS, we can say GCP. It's a Google product. Azure is a uh, Microsoft product. Databricks is also there, but I think it is limited. Okay. So, what is data engineering? In a data engineering, you will see it used to collect the data. Uh, Data have two types. Okay, for generating the data is generating in the form of batch. Data is also generating in the form of streaming. Any differences? Hello, hello guys. Hello, is I am audible?
Yeah.
Okay. So these type will I will explain that in our coming sessions. Okay. So these are the all the activity which is managed by data engineer, like transform, cleaning data, storing the data, analytic, ensure data quality and performance. So these are the tasks. Okay, these are the tasks done by any data engineer. Without data engineer, data scientist, and BI can't work. So data is a fundamental layer. You can say fundamental layer, because without data engineer, these data scientists, ML, AI will not work. Okay, so data engineering is a crucial. It's a fundamental for uh, any kind of organization. Okay, why data engineering is important? Companies generate huge daily data, right? Decisions are data driven. So decisions हैं जो business के decisions हैं, what kind of offers, what kind of, where we have to improve our quality service, it's on top of your decisions. Who will give? Only data engineer will give the in-depth of the data. Okay. Example, Amazon, order and click, Netflix, banks, right? What is AWS? So AWS cloud platform provided by Amazon. Okay, it uses to store, compute, databases, analytic tools. It's providing to analyze your data. Why companies use AWS? Because it is wide accepted, right? No server management, pay-as-you-go model, high scalable and secure, right? Why AWS for data engineer? Handle big data, support batch plus streaming, right? Integrated analytic ecosystems, and it is used widely. It is used any startup, MNCs, bank, healthcare, e-commerce, right? High level data engineering flow. Okay, as I explained, every data have a source. Ingestion means somewhere you are ingesting, right? After anyone use insert into table data, this query, anyone run? Hello, guys, are you hearing me? Hear me? Hello. Okay, so we have this layer like means source, ingestion, processing, storage, and analytic. Finally, this task is our destination. Okay, source, app, database, files, ingestions, Kafka, Kinesis. These are the services. Spark is used to storing, and storage is managed by data lake warehouses. And these are the tools like Click, uh, W, BI tools. BI tools is used for to get the insight of the data, present out the analytic things you can say. And core AWS services S3 is used to data lake storage. Glue is used to ETL. So these are the all data engineering term like ETL, catalog. Okay. So these are the all term we'll discuss in our coming classes. EMR uh, is used to when you have that storing and processing, right? Athena query on a S3. So this is the database inside the AWS. Redshift data warehouse system. Kinesis MKS is used for processing and managing the stream kind of data. Batch and batch versus streaming. Okay, so these two kind of uh, data types are available. Batch means data processed at interval, like daily sales report. Okay, what we had uh, discussed, right? SBI open new accounts. Okay, and after that you wanted to uh, know how many new account has opened. So this kind of we can this kind of data we call it batch data, right? So this was the example of batch. And streaming data process in real time means real time. What are you are streaming means you are streaming live matches, live cricket matches, right? You are streaming via Hotstar and any other platform, right? Netflix. So these are the streaming kind of data. And tools you will be learn in this course. So I just giving that you have a knowledge of the advanced SQL queries. You also have a knowledge of the Python because Python is widely used by AWS, GCP, and Azure, any other big platform in a market. Spark is very important because Spark only technology in a world which has enormously and accepted for processing the data. Okay, and AWS data services, data lake concept. Okay, so these are the all concept we'll learn in our coming classes. And after that, what is Amazon Bedrock? So this is the service which is used for enabling the AI inside the AWS platform. Okay, so this is the service. Bedrock is the service which is enabling you to use AI inside the AWS. Okay, and career role after this course. So this I think I have explained already. Okay, and after this slide will be complete. Okay, so uh, we can discuss now if we have any kind of questions, guys? Anyone? Bharat, Raj?
No, sir. Abhi, no any question.
Okay, so I think for today, I have completed what are the things I wanted to cover in a first class. Okay, so we will connect further for the coming topics.
Uh, Navish?
Yep.
Yeah, so actually, I would like to know about the complete structure and how the process is going to be run, like internship and everything from the basic to real
Right, right,
internship and going into the project.
right, right. So actually, I'm working as a data architect. Okay,
Okay.
in a bank. So the bank always use the latest technology in a world. Okay, so I'm using right now AI, how we can implement in a AWS. Okay, so I know like where we have to focus. Okay, so I will cover. That's why I have given this this these things, right? I have covered because I wanted to tell the fundamental first. After we can land here, after we can land in a AWS. AWS, before AWS, data was processing. When AWS was not available, right? जब AWS नहीं था, तब भी हमारा डेटा प्रोसेस हो रहा था. Okay, so before AWS, we have to learn. Or if we are not learning, because we will not go in a practical way in this Hadoop, because we will use AWS, right? But concept wise, we have to understand. Concept wise, we should aware, right? Because these are the all concept is used in our any kind of AWS platform if we are using, right? Uh, they use these are all concept of the map reduce and Hadoop, how they compute, but they came with the optimized way, right? Because map reduce was not capable to handle, right, promptly or optimized. It was not optimized. That's why they have given a Spark, right? So now Spark is inbuilt inside the EC2, okay, as like we this EMR, sorry, this EMR, right? So they are using internally, they are using Hadoop, they are using Spark, right? So that's why I have giving this glimpse here, right? So that you can clear from where we are um, coming, right? From where we are coming. So it will be my responsibility to give uh, a clear view to before landing in this AWS, and these are the all services, right? Because if you directly come, you will not be able to understand how they are working, and this gap will never succeed you in any kind of interview. Okay, you will go to give the interview of AWS, but they will ask how the MapReduce will working, because AWS internally using MapReduce, right? So that's why uh, that's why I picked some basic things. Okay. And after that will come architecture of the AWS, right? A lot of services things is there, right? If you will see, this is the detailed slide. If you will see now this the type of cloud, right? Infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, right? So we will go then topic wise, right? After this class, this was the introduction class, so that's why I have not covered the any other depth topic, right, Bharat?
Yeah, got it.
Hmm.
So actually, I came to know about this like we are just like a company organization giving the like juniors like. So actually, I would like to know about what type of internship means. Actually, we are going for the session, right? So we will be having the basic idea of that, right? How
Right, right.
many days, like post duration and everything like that. I would like to know that also, right?
So parallelly will also do a practical, right? So practical will be on top of one whole project from source to destination, right?
Okay.
So that your practical part, like how every organizations have these data lake, right? Data houses, how will work, right? So this class will also be a more practical. You have to log in or create your AWS console with your ID.
So will I get the AWS means use the cloud sources for means like cloud will not be available for everyone, right? So you have to get the subscription or any other thing like.
No, 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 no. For free tier, they are giving free account. Okay.
Okay.
So they are giving some free account to use, okay, to do your practical. Okay, so you
So means
use that.
yeah. Go on.
Those so dollar I think they are providing. I use that.
So
Okay.
we can get the cloud not only with AWS, we get for other things like you mentioned like GCP, Azure, or other things. Whichever cloud will be free for that. Can we things like that for that we have to create new account or any other things,
So right now, any cloud is not free. Okay. So
right?
the all cloud given some basic, that credit, okay,
Okay.
uh, s- to use that. Okay, so I just wanted to show one uh, slide. Okay,
Okay.
just a minute. So if you know one cloud will, right? So these are the other clouds are easy. Easy means they are using all uh, the concept with a different name, means the services name will different. Okay, so let me show you this picture. Okay, see. Okay, so if you will see, this is the AWS,
uh,
this is the Azure, and this is the Google Cloud. Okay, so from here, if you will see, for IoT data, they use to AWS IoT. They are also doing the same thing here, but they change the name IoT Hub, and here Cloud IoT. Okay, for for s- every means a service. If you will see, they used to lambda here for auto triggering. Here they use Azure function. Here they use cloud function. So means if you are aware about any cloud, any one cloud, you will be able to work on any cloud. Got it?
Yeah, so actually that's right. We'll be having replica of the other thing. So will we get the opportunity to work with AWS cloud? Means I want to work with AWS, right? So how can we get without pay for student access? Is there any possibility for that?
They will provide na credit. You will be used. If you are not using, you can delete your cluster from there. Okay, then there will be a no billing. I used to many times in while giving training and all.
So will you give the means will the company provide the credits and everything so that we can practice like because real time practice is needed for AI also. So right. So
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah, correct.
okay. And how much like duration and course fees and everything related to complete?
So for these detail, you can check with Rakesh. Okay, Rakesh will help out. Okay, so here if you will see, okay, so here if you will see, we had a lot of data variety, right? Like SQL databases. So what type of databases are available in a market, right? So if you will see here, SQL database. So for SQL, we have SQL Server, MySQL, Postgres, SQLite, MariaDB, and if you will see columnar database. So these are the all big data concepts. What is columnar database, right? So we will see in our coming sessions. But for the columnar database, what kind of databases we are using to manage this type of data? We used to Amazon Redshift, we used to BigQuery, we used to MongoDB, HBase, right? Similarly, so we had a different type of data. So we will we will see in our coming classes, right? So means this class, if you will complete this course, you would be able to crack any kind of interview as per your experience. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So this class will be a more a real time because we are working. So we know what interviewer is expecting from the student. Okay, and what and where we have to focus. Okay, so this is the our responsibility to give you. Any other thing?
Yeah. No, I think that's it.
Okay, then I will see in our next class.
Sir, one question for my.
Yeah.
Sir, before starting AWS, which tools I learned because data engineering is totally for new for my.
Okay, for
So
you, right?
yes, sir.
So I have a material, okay, uh, because I'm giving training past 6 to 7 years, okay.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of material to start to learn because if you will go blindly any Google means data engineering is not a limited and one-sided thing, right? We have a knowledge around us, means what are happening around us. Because data engineering is required to learn Python. Okay, so Python itself a very vast language. Okay, so what are the libraries are useful for the data engineering that we have to focus, right?
Okay.
And the data engineering supports Java, data engineering supports Scala, and yeah, so these are the more useful languages. Okay, uh, right? So these are the all languages supported by all kind of that cloud platform. Okay, so we have to learn Python because Python is more powerful. Okay, and easy to learn. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so we will focus and whenever you get time. So because one language is important because uh, if you are writing your logic, right, and logic always be written with the help of language. Okay, so one language is important if we are uh, going to learn data engineering part. So one language is also important. So as per your convenient, you can go through any uh, Google link which will give a basic idea of the Python. Anyone know? Means have you worked on?
Sir, few days I starting Python,
Mm-hmm.
but after some time it stops my semester exam, so I do not completed Python.
Mm-hmm. So no
So we
problem.
start a Python totally fresh.
It's a very easy. No, very easy. It's Python is a very easy language and most useful in a world. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So you can install in your system. It is easy to install as well. So I think in my system it has already there. So, right. So, see, it has installed in my system. So, if you see the Python version is 3.13.7, right? So, if you will see the hello world, see, right? So, it is very easy. Okay. If you will start learning, you will get it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, Python is required
Okay, sir.
because these are the all clouds. Python and SQL. So always in IT, any kind of technology, any kind of your work, if you have a good understanding on the database side, writing query of the data. So I think data engineering is very easy for that candidate because all the data services, data technology we are discussing now that AWS, GCP, blah blah blah, big name we are discussing, right? But if candidate had a, if candidate have a good understanding of writing complex SQL query, and second, if have good understanding of Python. So these are the all these AWS, AWS, uh, GCP. These are the all very easy for that candidate only. Nothing is there. Nothing. Only query. and concept is required only. The fundamental thing is only this. Okay. So focus
Yeah.
on, get it on, and data engineering, I think, is very easy. Not much worry about it. I'm telling. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.